good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what big changes are coming into your life. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus on piles number 1, 2, and 3. If more than one pile calls out to you, there may be message in each pile or all 3 piles for you. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamp, and I also try to pin them as the top comment. I'm going to give you guys a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, you guys selected this pile with the full moon coming up over the hill. There's some trees. It's such a beautiful and almost mysterious card. I just love it. I don't know if, I think that's focusing. It's just such a beautiful card. And we're just going to go ahead and start by reading what's on this card, and then we will hop into the rest of the cards. So it says, let the status symbols you seek most be self-made adventures that excite you at dawn, challenge you by day, and surprise you by night. Self-made being the operative word. Creatorhood rocks the universe. So this is already telling me that you guys are creatives. You're maybe even entrepreneurs or wanting to eventually become entrepreneurs. And you guys have this innate ability to self-regulate yourselves and to create a very beautiful life for yourself. You guys have this ability, whether you feel like you do or not. This is something you're coming more into as you grow older, as you come into your own more. These energies that are currently flooding the earth are really high vibrational, they are strong, and they are awakening things within you, within your soul that maybe you forgot or just didn't even know you had going on in your life. So this could even be spiritual awakening. And if you've already had a spiritual awakening, don't worry, because it just seems to evolve over time. We are always waking up to new ideas, new beliefs, new truths about ourselves, about the world, about the universe. And this is just saying that you have everything you need within you. You are self-made. Self-made being the operative word. So any big changes that are coming into your life, you're gonna have to take the bull by the horns or the horse by the reins and make these changes. They're not just gonna happen for you. You're gonna have to play a very important and crucial role in making the changes in your life that you want. So let's find out what else we have going on. And I love the back of this card, so we're just gonna leave that up as our main card. And I'm gonna mess with trying to arrange the rest of these on the board. I'm just gonna start up here and then work our way around. And we have the body movement card. So these changes you may be wanting to make in your life may be having to do with your physical body. And pairing that with this strength card, I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality. By moving your body, you will be gaining mental strength, you will be gaining physical strength, and this clarity, this sense of clarity comes through losing yourself in some sort of repetitive exercise or movement, whether that's yoga, weight training, or hiking, backcountry, whatever it is that you prefer. I feel like maybe these changes have been things you've been really wanting to implement into your life for a while. It's just maybe the timing was never right, or you would start and it would just fizzle out before you really gain momentum. Or if you had implemented these changes in the past, you were really going strong on them and then something happened and then you were completely off the wagon, so to speak. It feels to me like these big changes that are coming in, you're going to realize that sense of inner strength and that sense of physical strength. So if you have been wanting to get in better physical shape, this is absolutely on the cards for you, literally on the cards for you to do at this time. And with this strength card, you're going to find that motivation and that willpower within you to make any big changes in your life. So whether you want to start a business, whether you want to change your physical appearance, the way your body is shaped, whether you want to attract a partner, whatever goals you have in life, you have that inner strength, motivation, and willpower to make those things happen, to make these dreams a reality. And then here we have dietary change, which I think really does couple with this body movement. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. And it almost goes without saying, but it is such an important thing, and kind of just, it's so simple we almost miss the point at times. But whatever it is that we're putting in our body, it matters so much more than we could ever imagine. We are what we eat. If we're eating a bunch of junk, we're going to be feeling like junk. If we eat good foods, we're going to be feeling good. It really goes without saying, but in today's society, there are a lot of prepackaged foods that are disguised as food. You know, I use food in quotes because a lot of the food that we eat these days just isn't it. It's just not, it's good, it tastes good, and it's addicting, but it's not what our body needs. So the more whole foods you can eat that are as close to fresh and natural as you can get, the better. And for some of you, that might include starting your own garden or joining some sort of gardening co-op or community garden where you can benefit from working a little bit and then getting that reward, sowing the seeds and then reaping the fruits that come from those seeds eventually. Even if you live in an apartment, you can start a container garden for fresh herbs and some vegetables and stuff like that. Or if you live somewhere where it's more tropical, fresh fruit, it tends to be more plentiful, and you may have a neighbor with like a lemon tree or some sort of fruit tree that you guys can, make a swap. I will trade you some of my avocados for some of your lemons, or whatever it is. But there are lots of ways you can improve your diet. And I don't say diet is just what you're consuming in your mouth. It also involves what you consume with your eyes or your attention. So media, books, movies, whatever it is you're putting your attention toward, you're consuming that thing through your visuals. So for example, if you're watching a lot of horror films, you're going to almost lower your vibration into that state of fear because they are designed to make people, excited and fearful, because that's what a horror movie is. But if you're watching really inspirational things or reading really inspirational books, that's going to bump your vibration up and really help you go after what it is you want in life. So you need to be really vigilant about what it is you're consuming, either with your visuals, into your body, putting on your body with beauty products and stuff like that. The more natural you can be with those things, the better, especially like your laundry detergent, your lotions, things that are going to be touching your skin. It's very important to eliminate things that are not serving you, the toxins and all that. And then here we have the miracle of forgiveness, and this is Archangel Jeremiel, and I always think I say that wrong. I want to say Jeremy and like Raphael together. But it says here, thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. So there is this element of forgiveness involved in these big changes that are coming into your life. And I think because this seems so personal with the dietary changes, the body movement, this feels like a forgiveness of yourself. Forgiving yourself for not being the person you wanted to be earlier is what really keeps coming into my awareness. Not living up to your potential by X age. Maybe you feel like you're behind people who are your own age. Maybe you feel like your life has passed you by and you're finally just now getting started or wanting to get started. But you need to try to forgive yourself if that's the mentality you've got going on. And for many of us, we don't even realize we feel this way. It's a more subconscious feeling than a conscious feeling. So maybe do some meditation and just really examine how it is you feel about yourself and your circumstances, and if there's any forgiveness you can do for yourself especially, and also for others, because that will really help you on your journey to make these changes that you want to make in your life. Then with this Milky Way card it says perspective, and this is all about shifting your perspective. And for some of you, that could even look like changing belief systems or the crumbling of a way you saw something before. As an example of what's going on in the world, if you're watching this at the time of my posting, there's a lot of corruption that is coming to light, and many people didn't realize how bad things were out there, and now they're seeing the truth of the situation, and it's really having to change their perspective on certain celebrities, government officials, just culture in general. Our paradigms are being shifted, and the truth is seeing the light, and things are happening. Changes are being made on a global scale, and your perspective is going to change. But I feel for many of you, this is just going to become a more broad perspective. Maybe you're not going to be operating so much from just that small-minded ego position, and you're going to be expanding and letting more of your higher self or soul into your life to kind of run more in the driver's seat. And that will really open your mind and your consciousness to see things from a higher perspective. And then here we have the number 10, Karmic Completion. And this is a really great card to get, especially if you have been going through some tough times or really feel like your whole life has just been one accident or mistake after another. I know a lot of people that feel that way, like life happens to them, not for them. But this is a great card to get, especially when you are feeling low or down, because this is just saying the hard times you've been through are coming to an end, and then 1 + 0 is 1. You have a new beginning, a fresh palette, a clean slate to start what you want to do, to start down that path and create the life you really want. And then here you have the Prayer Works card. So this is just saying, if you feel overwhelmed, you can always reach out to God, your angels, your guides, whoever it is you call on when you are desperate. Just know you can call on them even when you're not desperate. You can call on them when things are going well and just say, thank you so much for the blessings in my life. Thank you so much for what I have. I would appreciate if you could keep it coming. Keep this strength and motivation coming to help me make these changes I need to make in my life. And if you feel like you don't really have a lot of changes you need to make, this just may be stuff that's happening more on a cultural scale or societal scale that is going to change the way you live for the better. These are good changes. This is nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be scared about. But I do feel like many of you have had some issues with wanting to lose weight or eat better, and just get that all in order so that you can feel like you're living your best life. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for you, and you'll have to let me know below what you thought about this. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, you selected the pile with this kind of, I want to say this is a sunrise. This reminds me more of a sunrise than a sunset. But you've got these white clouds and this kind of golden wheat looking stuff, and then some water here. So I'm just going to flip this over and read it, and this will be the start of your reading. So it says, eternity is a really, really, really long time. I think we'll be able to squeeze in everything. Relax. Peace and blue jeans. The universe. So if you felt like life has just been going, and you're not accomplishing what it is that you want, you can take a sigh of relief. You can take a deep breath, because everything is happening in divine time. You're going to be able to do what your soul set out to do as long as you're putting in effort. You will get there eventually. So whatever big changes you've wanted to make in your life, it may have felt like they've been kind of at a standstill, or everything has just been really stagnant, and this is just letting you know that don't worry about all that. Of course, still keep putting in the time and effort that is required to make changes in your life, but if things aren't moving at the pace you would like, have a little bit of patience, because everything is happening for you in the exact time it's supposed to. Divine timing, I keep hearing. So just keep putting in the work, keep doing what you do, and you will get the benefit, you will get the reward. It is on the way. Just have faith that it's coming, and it will be coming for you soon. So let's figure out what else you have. All right, this time, not too bad. Okay. So we're going to just go ahead and start what's really calling out to me. This is amazing, you guys. We have happily ever after and happy ending. I mean, you can't get more clear than that. Whatever it is you've been struggling to accomplish or wanting to happen in your life, maybe a big dream you've had for a long time, it's gonna come true. It's going to happen. You also have the success card. Success fills my life in ways beyond my greatest expectation. And because this 9 + 3 = 12, 1 + 2 = 3, that is that creative energy. You are creating these changes in your life. So you are, much like group number 1, you are the catalyst for these changes in your life. You are the one that needs to put in the effort and the work. These aren't the type of changes that are just going to happen to you. These are the kind of changes that you're going to have to put the effort into to make come into fruition in your life. And because we have that creative energy here, we also have the Dreamtime Creation card. You are creating your reality with every thought, every emotion, every step, every action. You are the creator of your own life. And this is such a beautiful, it's almost like I don't really even have to say anything, because this is so cut and dry. This is so clear to me that whatever it is you've been dreaming of or struggling to make happen is going to happen. Have that faith. You are ready to receive this life that you've been dreaming of. We have Jesus, the divine healer card. Maybe Jesus is one of your spirit guides. Maybe you pray to Jesus. Maybe even if you're not a Christian, Jesus can be one of those figures that is always there to help you and to guide you in life. And you have, this card is just telling me you guys have the protection that you need. You have the guidance, the support that you need on the other side. And that's going to start leaking into your day-to-day life, where people are going to kind of come out of the woodwork and help you. Even if they don't realize they're helping you, maybe something they say is going to spark something within you to make a change or a different step in life, and it's going to inspire you to do something. Or maybe you're going to get even more clear communication with your guides and angels. All you have to do is ask or try to connect, and you can even ask them to send you signs and synchronicities into your life. A lot of times they send you synchronicities through numbers on the clock: 444, 1111, 333, 222, 144 is a big one I've been seeing a lot. And you can also even look up what these numbers mean. You can put in whatever number and then write angel number behind that in Google, and it will pop up what these numbers mean and what they're trying to say to you. And it's a very fun way to communicate with your guides. But a big way also to get in contact with these guides is to be creating something. Whether you're doing some interior design or rearranging of your space, redecorating your space, or if you're making a painting or some sort of website, anything that's getting those creative juices flowing is going to help you connect with those guides. And it feels to me like a lot of the changes you want to make in your life have to do with your creative endeavors. Maybe this is you wanting to start a business or sell a product you've created or a book you've written, something like that, where it feels very creative. So whatever it is, maybe even building a house, someone's building a house, or moving to a new house and just kind of really excited about what that means for their future, with getting the house decorated, getting the house furnished, getting the place landscaped. Especially if you're the one doing all the heavy lifting and the hard work to make this happen. It doesn't feel like this is something, like I said, happening to you. You are the catalyst in making these changes. So even if you're not moving, by refreshing your space with rearranging, getting rid of clutter, maybe bringing in something that you've created with your own two hands to decorate the space, it will really uplift your mood, and it will help you get to this happily ever after, this happy ending, and this success much quicker, because your vibration raises when you are in that creative flow state. And then when you walk by this painting or this handmade item that you have created in your home, it's going to make you feel happy. It's going to make you see, I can do things. I can make beautiful things. I can create. I can have success in my life. I can have that happily ever after. And I do feel for some of you, this happily ever after does have to do with a home, or, finally getting to that dream home or that dream career, that dream job, dream relationship for some of you. But that also leads me over to love and accept yourself. For some of you, this just could be coming into your own as far as loving yourself, respecting yourself, realizing that you are a creative and spiritual being. You are not just a meat suit, and I say that a lot on my channel, but it's so true. We are not just these meat suits walking around for no reason. We have a soul, we have a purpose, and I feel like a lot of your purpose is just realizing that internal potential and accepting and loving yourself for who you are. You are not just this body. You are not just the accomplishments that you've made in life. You are not the things that you own. You are a limitless being. You are a soul who never dies, who is always evolving, who is always changing and leveling up. And no matter what mistakes you make in life, it's still going to lead you to success, because I feel like you guys, and I don't mean this in a mean way, but it feels to me like you guys may have made a lot of mistakes in life, or just haven't given yourself enough chances to make those mistakes for some of you. But the more mistakes you can make, the more you hone that craft. Just think of it as a diamond being, shaped and molded and crafted into these multifaceted and beautiful stones. That's what you are doing with every mistake you make. It's one more chip, one more craft to make this diamond, this perfect, intricate, multifaceted, beautiful gem. So don't take your mistakes as something that's a failure, because each mistake is leading you to your success. So don't be afraid to make mistakes along your way. Always keep in mind that you don't want to just throw your weight around and hurt other people's feelings and stuff like that. Not mistakes like that, but I'm saying try. If there's a new creative thing you wanted to go after, try to make that happen. Even if you've never done it before, just try to open your mind and go after the things that you want to try to do. Even if you feel like, oh, I'm going to suck at that, it doesn't matter. Every master that has ever mastered anything has started out as a rookie or a novice, and they have honed that craft through the mistakes they've made to lead them to that success in life. Then here you have the spring card. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. And here in the Western Hemisphere, we have just come into spring in the last month. So these big changes you're wanting to make could be manifesting very soon for you, or have already started manifesting and you are in the process of these dreams coming true, this happily ever after. But for others of you, this could be next spring, but you're putting the work in now to get the rewards next spring. So whichever one of those time frames resonates for you, that's the one that's meant for you. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for you. This one almost didn't need to be said, because I feel like you guys already know what you're going after. You already know what's going on. Just don't be afraid to make mistakes to get to that level of success, that you're dreaming of getting to, because you guys have it. You guys are those creative beings. You are creating your future every step of the way. So as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's figure out which big changes are coming into your life. And we're going to go ahead and start with this card that you selected as your cover card. And it looks like those are cosmos. I think that's the name of the type of flower those are. So they might have a significance in your life. I may be wrong on the name. I might have to Google that and figure that out, but I think that's what they're called. Might bring it closer so you can really see it. It's a bit blown out, and I do apologize for that, but my ring light is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and read what this card says, and then we will get into the rest of your reading. So it says, possessing fabulous wealth creates a lot of responsibilities, enormous responsibilities, huge, something to think about. Really, like for 5 minutes a day in a dark and quiet room, see yourself being really, really responsible with fabulous wealth. I think you're up to it, the universe. So your question, or the big changes coming into your life, may have to do with money and resources. I feel like many of you may have had financial troubles in the past, or if you're watching this at the time of my posting, maybe you are someone who's been affected by this quarantine and you're on unemployment right now, or you're between jobs, or if you are working, things don't feel as stable or as secure as they once had. But this is just saying, keep reminding yourself that you are wealthy. And one really good way to do that is to be grateful for the things you already have. Be grateful that you can put food on the table. Be grateful that you have a job now if you do. Be grateful for a roof over your head. There are so many little things and big things in life we can be grateful for. And when we show that gratitude, that just shows the universe or God that you're ready for more responsibility, to have more abundance in your life. And I just saw for somebody that sense of responsibility is because you are having a child, or going to be finding out you are pregnant or having a child. And that is such a great sense of responsibility. So if you are someone who's recently found out you're pregnant, or you are pregnant, you'll have to let me know below. But then for those of you who are already parents, the sense of responsibility and just almost fear around money is because you have dependents that are depending on you. And this is just letting you know you don't have to worry about the money. Just, almost a daydream about having enough abundance, and that abundance will start coming in. I know it's a lot easier said than done because we have subconscious beliefs that are oftentimes standing in the way of our manifestation abilities. But just know that you can manifest the abundance and the resources you need in your life. Okay, let's get into the rest of your reading. So I'm going to start here with this Believe card. The best is yet to come, because I do think it goes really well with what I was just saying about subconscious belief systems, about being in lack or not having enough. And this is just letting you know that the more you can believe in your dreams, the more that you can believe in a stable and secure financial future, the more it's going to come into your life. Your beliefs are what shape your reality. So if you have a belief system that is not serving your highest good, you almost have to deprogram or re-brainwash yourself to believe something different than what you do. So if you always had this belief that money is hard to come by, you have to work really hard to get anywhere in life, and all these belief systems that a lot of us have grown up with, especially if our parents were struggling financially, we think that to get abundance, we need to struggle as well. But this is just saying, if you can believe abundance is yours and is right around the corner and is in your life currently, by being grateful for what you already have, that means the best is yet to come. You're going to have that abundance and security that you've been really, really wanting. And then we have the feeling safe card. So I do feel like, security is a big theme in this reading already. And feeling safe, a lot of times in this 3D world, that does involve having that financial sense of security. The changes coming into your life it's just saying that whatever's coming for you, you're going to be feeling way more safe than you do now or that you have in the past. That sense of security is going to come, and you're going to be living a more enjoyable, and peace of mind is what keeps coming up. Peace of mind and even joy. You will find this sense of joy by tapping into those belief systems and reprogramming yourself for a better day. And it's funny, I just realized this. I'm going to hold these up so you can actually see them. But we have a sun and then a big flower, a sun and then a big flower. That's hilarious that they're very closely related. I just wanted to point that out because that is a little bit of a synchronicity. So for some of you, you may want to plant a Cosmo flower or whatever kind of flower that is. I will have to post that on. So when I figure that out, I will go ahead and put that name of that flower up there because I feel it might have some significance for some of you. And you may want to even look up the spiritual meaning of whatever flower this is, because it might have some significance in these changes that are coming into your life. Then here we have the Love Life card. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So if you guys are single or with somebody, this is just saying there's going to be an improvement in this area of life. Your love life is going to flourish. And I think for many of you, if you are already with somebody, some of these changes that are happening in your love life do have to do with money or security or abundance or just feeling safe in life. I don't mean feeling safe within the relationship, because I don't feel this person is any sort of threat, but just feeling like you don't have to fight about money or who's going to make money. I don't know why, this just keeps going back to money and abundance. So it must be a major theme or major struggle or something you've really been going through having to do with financial abundance and security. But the changes that are coming into your love life, they are for the better. And it's funny too, she's sitting on a flower. So flowers might be a pretty significant thing in your life right now and having to do with some of these changes. Maybe some of you are in the landscaping or floral industry. I don't know why that seems so significant to me. It might be something to look into. Then here we have take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. So some of you may be leaving a situation where you don't feel safe, where you don't feel secure or financially abundant. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship for some of you that's going to be the improvement. But I think for most of you, this is a job or different ways that you can make money. And you're stepping away from the things that bring you down or make you feel bad about yourself. Whether that is a job, a person, a situation, whatever resonates for you, you're taking a step back to eliminate and get rid of what's not working for you in your life. Then here we have the Shaman card, Ancient Healing Wisdom. So some of the changes you're going to be making in life, it feels like you're going to be tapping into that inner shaman. I do feel like many of you have had past lives as shaman or medicine men or women, and maybe you guys were working with flowers and herbs to cure diseases or to manifest things in life, and that might be something you want to look into. Shamanism, maybe Google shamanism or medicine man or woman, working with herbs and flowers, and I heard the word apothecary. So whatever these words are that are popping up, if they feel like they resonate for you, look into them, because I feel like you might benefit from them. But you guys are going to start remembering some of your ancient wisdom, and especially healing wisdom to do with healing the physical body, healing the mind, healing belief systems that are outdated. So for many of you, you're taking a step back from outdated belief systems that aren't serving your highest good, like this lack mentality or victim mentality that you may have played earlier on in your life. And you're going to be getting more in touch with that spiritual and healer side of you, because you guys are healers. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Raphael is that healer archangel. So many of you may have him as a guide, or you can call on him as a guide to guide you to learn to tap into those healing abilities, because those healing abilities could really help you make major, beautiful changes in your life. And for some of you, you could start working as healers, Reiki masters, or some sort of energy healers, or doing energy work, even with crystals. You guys, and even flowers and plants you may be working with to help heal yourself and others. And that may be a way you can have more income and more abundance in your life. Or if you're trading energy work services with someone for a physical good or service as well, so you could barter. You don't always have to spend physical cash. You can exchange energy or exchange goods or services as well. And then here we have the adventure card, 55. And it's funny too, because the number I always associate with big changes in life is 5, and you have 2 of them right here, 55. So you may be seeing 55 on the clock, on license plates. Everywhere you go, you may have been seeing 5s. And these are the numbers of big changes. You can look up the angel number 55 online, and I'm giving you guys so much homework. I do apologize, but I feel like if you guys do chase some of these little tidbits I've given you, you will get great benefit from it. But look up what number 55 means. But it means, I'll just give you the quick rundown, it just means there are big changes coming into your life. And sometimes, and I always say this in every reading, but changes, even good changes, can sometimes be scary or seem really, your footing is very unsure when you're dealing with these changes in life. But just know these changes are happening for your highest good. You're taking a step back from the things that are not serving you so you can take a step into what will serve you. And because it says adventure here, some of you may benefit from going out and having a little adventure, whether you're with a significant other or anyone else, a friend, a family member, or just by yourself. Get out and have an adventure, because when you can go see something new and different and just change up your environment, that's when you can really get inspired to make big and beautiful changes in your life. And you may even go somewhere that you really fall in love with or resonate with and decide someday maybe you want to move there. Who knows? Adventure awaits. Whatever adventure looks like for you, it awaits. And it feels to me like it's part of these big changes you want to make in life. Maybe some of you want to travel more, or you have this special road trip you've had planned for a long time. And if you're watching this at the time of my posting, this may seem so far off from what's going on right now in the world, this sense of adventure. But when this lockdown is lifted wherever you're living, you will be able to get out again and go do all the fun things that you want to do. So if you are living in today's society at the time of my posting, where everything's in quarantine and lockdown and unsure and unstable footing, take that deep breath and know there is adventure on the horizon. There are beautiful changes on the horizon. And once again, you guys, I am sorry I gave you so much homework, so many different things to look into, but you guys kind of had a lot of hidden gems within your reading. And if you see anything on these pictures that stands out to you, you might want to look up what that means for you, because it might have to do with creating more abundance in your life. And I always want to give you guys the tools to make your life better. I can't make your life better by telling you exactly what to do or how to do it, but I can give you some little tidbits and snippets of information that hopefully will help you down the road of life. And that's what I'm here for. I always love to hear your comments and hear what you guys have going on. And a lot of times we kind of go back and forth in the comments, and I learned some cool things about you. You maybe get some information from me. It's just fun to be able to exchange information and share what we're all going through, because we are all connected on a soul level, and we do feel that connection when we can get in contact with people. So as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.